Is this okay?
Oh, you'll find out.
Okay, well, welcome to Anthro Northwest Main Ballroom. I'm Nolref, I'm the AV lead, and we're about to give you a tour of whole setup. So, let's start with front of house. I'm gonna walk right over here, and we'll take a look at the lighting station first, which has been shut down. But this is our lighting station. We're running Magic Q, a PC wing. We got 2 touch screens here for Magic Q PC. It's running off the laptop here. If we go over here, you can see this is our VJ computer. We were using this for running all the graphics during the dances. It's running Resolume, and that's being piped over to the video station here. This is audio. This is our Yamaha CL5. That's our main mixing board, being fed audio off of this laptop and various other sources around the room. And down here in Video World, we have a Blackmagic ATEM. It's being controlled through here, doing all the switching. Got our streaming computer running OBS. Various other views around here. This for recording, I believe. And all these stations come equipped with clear comms, so we can all communicate during the actual events, talk to each other, say what's going on. All right, let's head over out and we'll start talking about lighting. So to start, at the back of the room, or near front of house, we've got these 2 lifts, courtesy of Foxworth. Each of them has 2 source 4s, one 19 degree and one 36 degree. The 19 degree is pointed at the stage for lighting that up. The 36 degree is pointed at the dance floor for the dance competition and dance battle. We also have 2 par cans up there for just lighting up the room, general room ambience, and yeah. And it's mirrored over on that side as well. So we've got 2 of those towers. Right here, camera platforms. You can see we had 1 camera at front of house over there, and 1 camera on either side of the room. In total, I believe we had 1 more camera up in the truss, up there, the downstage truss. And Kay had sort of a GoPro on a stand that we were moving around depending on the event and where it was needed. And then we also hooked Telexis's Steadicam into that for dance competition, dance battles, etc. Coming up to the main stage here, you can see we've got quite a lot of truss, much more than last year.
Well, here, Null, wait a second. So up here we have, if it'll focus, 1 GoPro, 1 Teradek for wireless receiver.
Awesome. So, these are, I believe, ST180 lifts that we're using to raise up the truss. It's triangle truss going all the way across. For sound system, we've got our subs down here for JBL SRX 18-inch subs. They're great.
We have 4 of the JBL SRX. I think they're like the 728. They're the dual 18s.
Yep.
We have 2 VRX 932 passives here for front fill. We have on each side 3 of the VRX 932 powered. Plus we have some JBL wedges.
Yeah, that's great. Oh yeah, for stage monitors. Interesting fact, we actually had to lower this section of pipe and drape because I didn't think that we were hanging the speakers on the outside, because last year we hung them on the inside, but this year we wanted to do a cantilever setup because of the additional weight in the middle to balance things out. Speaking of weight in the middle, you can see up there there's a whole bunch of lights. We've got 4 Elation Sniper 2Rs. Those are these sort of laser-like fixtures that you might have seen during the dances. We had 2 Robe Spikies, which are sort of dance effect lights, but I was actually using them as stage spots and spots for the judges because they do great color mixing and they can zoom in and out, so they work great for that. We also have 6 par 38s there, all aimed at the stage with frost filters. That was just for augmenting the source 4s pointed at the stage to add additional overhead lighting. If we come up here onto the stage, you can see we've got a separate par can hooked up here. At all the sort of entry-exit points of the stage, we had a light to make sure that people could see properly coming on. So upstage truss towers, we had 6 of these. We had 4 3-meter and 2 2-meter. And hanging off of those, we've got a couple different types of fixtures. To start with this first one, this is an Elation ACL 360i. It's a great fixture. It can do continuous pan tilt rotation. It's a beam light LED, pretty powerful. I like it. It works well. Right above it, you've got a Martin Mac Aura, and these were our just general wash lights. We started out with them just fixed position. You'll see this pattern here with these other par cans. It forms an arc. We were using them kind of like that for various chases, but during the dance, once things warmed up, we started moving them. And then here we just have some cheap generic LED cans that are very bright and work well for lighting up the room. In addition to that, you can see at the bottom of this truss tower, we've got an LED can, and at the top we also have another LED can that was for truss warming, so that they would be lit up various different pretty colors. And down here you can see you have my haze machine. It's a Hurricane Haze 2D. We use that for, I believe, both of the dances, one of the masquerades, dance battle, and dance competition for providing atmospheric effects. Continuing down, you can see it's very similar. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, the truss warmers are American DJ Mega Tripar Profile Pluses. You can see all 6 of the truss towers back here. In addition, behind it, you can see K Fox's LED matrix. This was something that he put together by hand, soldered every single one of those LEDs, and it's fully pixel mappable. So what we can do is hook it up to the pixel mapper in CamSys and tell it where each individual light is, and then put patterns into it, which allows us to do like lines going up and down or circles or whatever you want. We can even feed video content into it if we want. I think that's about it for lighting. Let's check out the backstage area. So back here, you can see we have a whole bunch of stuff all over the place, like Fox's keyboard is right over there. We had a last-minute change in that. The keyboard that I wanted to get in, which was much nicer, got stuck on an island, so we had to go with the backup option. But that worked out just fine. We've got a monitor back here, which is just showing the ANW logo, but normally that would be showing a feed of whatever's on the camera at the time, so that performers can see what's going on the stage even if they aren't there. We've got this stand right here with a bunch of lights on it, because when the house lights go down, you can't really see back here, so we have some additional things for that. Back here is the stage manager station. E8 was running our stage for us. It's got comm set, a printer. He had his laptop, spike tape, gaff tape, whatever you want, it's there. This was where we coordinated all the performers from. He was also... Oh, yep, let's follow K. So coming back here, you can see this is the area behind the stage. We don't have that much room back here, just enough to walk. The reason for that is if we push the stage any further forward, it would be blocking the projector screen, which you can see right here. Because that projector needs to be far enough back so that it clears that fire exit right there. So you can see back here we've got a nice 7K projector showing all the Anthro Northwest logo onto there.
7K lumen, not pixel.
Yes, 7K lumen, not resolution. Yeah. Over here you have all the audio equipment.
So we have sub amps on this side. We did end up having one of the amps go into a fault earlier in the event, so we had to fail over to a spare. We have a Yamaha Rio here for our digital snake. Amps down there for the wedges in front fill. And then we have an 8-pack of Shure ULX wireless. We're using Dante for all of the snake for the Rio, as well as we're doing Dante for the mics. And the other fun thing that Noel has not mentioned, we don't have a power drop.
No, we do not. And this is where it gets very interesting, is that, as you can see, where is that? Right over here. We've got a plug there. We've got a plug behind you. We've got plugs further down. This entire rig is running off of wall power. Each of these outlets around here is a different 20 amp circuit, and I spent a lot of time in a spreadsheet making sure that we distributed every single light audio, video, to make sure we wouldn't blow a breaker. And we ran a test, and it all worked fine, and it's worked fine. We did not blow a breaker the entire weekend, and I'm very proud of that fact. So, moving forward, let's check out the lighting setup.
And we had a spare set of monitors just in case.
Yep. So this is the little area where all the DMX data comes in. This network cable comes from front of house on the lighting console. We're running ArtNet back to these two ArtNet nodes. This one is the downstage truss, runs up that lift and up into there. This is the upstage truss. We had two universes there. It was just barely too big to fit everything in there, so we did that. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, the upstage truss had two more of the Elation snipers in there for a total of 6. We had those behind the DJ and sort of pointed up to do a cool little laser effect behind them during the dances. Yeah. Heading out back around here. Oh, and there's another TV. We had confidence monitors on the stage for various performers and such. We also made good use of them during the film festival because our projector being off to the side, it's slightly difficult to see. And you can see right here the last GoPro that I mentioned that Kay had.
And all the mess of cables from the last marathon of events that we had no downtime between.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of really crazy changeovers this year. I think the worst was the 15...
Today's been the worst, I think.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of stuff. We also had a HDMI video feed hookup so people could plug in their laptops and such, like during the game show. Kajani used that.
And not only are we using wall power, we're using floor power.
Yeah, this was pretty close. We needed 2 additional circuits, and I remembered last minute that we had floor panels available. But the question was, would it fit in between the subwoofers? The one on the far side is just fine. The one right here is, as you can see, it's just barely enough to let 2 cables out. So we got pretty lucky there. Otherwise, I would have had to run another cable from the back. And those 2 towers are each their own independent 20 amp circuit on either side of the room. And then we had more circuits for front of house. And as you can see, I think the final thing is we just covered this entire area in pipe and drape. Covered the entirety of front of house with command drape. And yeah, I think that about covers it. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, anyways, hi, I'm NoRef. Hope you enjoyed this little tour. And it's time to tear all this stuff down and get out of here, because I'm tired, and I think everyone else is. So, goodbye.